From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
And thank you for joining us tonight. Silk Exotic is facing a challenge in its efforts to take over Visions nightclub on Madison's east side.
New tonight, Madison's Common Council has voted to deny Silk the liquor license it requested. Madeline O'Neill tells us why and what that could mean for the establishment moving forward. Maddie?
Erica and Charlotte, tonight's decision comes after the city's Alcohol License Review Committee voted to deny the request last month, citing neighborhood concerns about safety. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean the end of a strip club at that location.
People are ready for it to not be there anymore.
Alder Grant Foster is hearing his constituents loud and clear. They're sick of seeing a strip club in their neighborhood.
It's right in the middle of a residential neighborhood, and so having really a nightclub of any sort and with any kind of management is going to bring the challenges that a nightclub would bring.
Issues with parking and noise, ones Silk Exotic was hoping to address. As potential new owners, their vision was Silk Exotic Madison East, a renovated club with a focus on security, reduced noise, and valet parking.
That's really been the heart of the pitch from Silk, is we'll be better than Visions.
Foster isn't sold.
What are you going to actually do for us? What are you going to bring to the community? What positive does this bring for us?
He and other council members voted no on Silk's liquor license request. But Visions owners still have their liquor license, despite a city attempt to revoke it, with a 56-page complaint from the city attorney's office last year alleging misconduct and neighborhood nuisances since 2012.
There was no shortage of issues, for sure.
Visions argued the problems in the complaint didn't all stem from business, but agreed to a 90-day suspension of its liquor license and could potentially reopen once that's up in about 2 months.
We will be keeping an eye on how they are conducting their business.
The neighborhood will be keeping an eye on the establishment's future.
It's hard to say. You know, I think it's a challenging business, and we'll see.
We reached out to a Silk Exotic director and an attorney representing Silk. Now, the attorney got back to us saying he's not authorized to speak publicly on this matter.
Madeline O'Neill reporting on. Maddie, thank you.
Representatives from the Federal Emergency Management Agency are in southeastern Wisconsin today, surveying damage along the shoreline in Milwaukee, Kenosha, and Racine counties. In mid-January, a 2-day winter storm caused tens of millions of dollars in damage. The counties hope to qualify for federal disaster aid to help repair the damage. And let's get a look at your first alert forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Well, Charlotte, we've had a few breaks in the clouds, and there have also been a couple of snow flurries, mainly aloft, though. As we take a look at the time lapse from the WISC Skycam, you can see how we've had intervals of sunshine, intervals of clouds, a little bit of clearing, a little more clouds coming in, and for the most part, skies have been mostly cloudy, but it's been a thin overcast overnight. Now you can see there's snow to our south, and even a little bit looks like it's moving into far southern Wisconsin, but pinpoint visibilities show visibilities at or above 10 miles, so probably very little, if any, of the snow is reaching the ground. Temperatures will fall off into the middle teens by tomorrow morning, so it'll be a colder night, and will also be a cold day for tomorrow with high temperatures in the upper 20s with variably cloudy skies. Some snow is on the way for tomorrow night into Thursday. We'll take a look at how much we can expect in just a few minutes.
Well, Gary, thank you. Next at 10, for only the second time in American history, an impeached president gave a State of the Union address. This was President Trump's third address, one that will likely set the table for his run for re-election. One of the most notable moments was before the speech even started, when Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi reached out for a handshake from the president. He ignored it. As for the speech itself, the theme was the Great American Comeback, focusing on health care, immigration, and the economy.
After decades of flat and falling incomes, wages are rising fast, and wonderfully, they are rising fastest for low-income workers who have seen a 16% pay increase since my election.
Now, at least 8 House Democrats skipped out on the president's address tonight, but in the audience was conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh, who just this week announced he'd been diagnosed with advanced stage lung cancer. The president surprised him with the nation's highest civilian honor.
In recognition of all that you have done for our nation, the millions of people a day that you speak to and that you inspire, and all of the incredible work that you have done for charity, I am proud to announce tonight that you will be receiving our country's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
At the end of the speech, Speaker Pelosi could be seen ripping the speech papers to pieces. One noticeable topic that was not touched on was the impeachment trial. Tomorrow, the Senate will cast its vote, expected to acquit the president on both impeachment charges.
Giving the Democratic response tonight is Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She spoke from her child's public school, highlighting some of the top items on Democrats' to-do list, while also taking some shots at the president.
All across the country, Democratic leaders are rebuilding bridges, fixing roads, expanding broadband, and cleaning up drinking water. Everyone in this country benefits when we invest in infrastructure. Bullying people on Twitter doesn't fix bridges. It burns them.
The other big political story tonight, the Iowa Democratic Party has released the majority of the results of last night's caucuses, which appear to hold good news for Senator Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg. With more than 60% of the vote tallied in the state's delegate race, Buttigieg is on top, followed by Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. Joe Biden is fourth. Iowa's Democratic officials were sorting out the delay, blaming a technical coding issue. Staffers went to each caucus site to cross-check hard copy results and make sure the numbers were correct.
City of Madison officials are inviting the public to watch a routine test of equipment that'll be used here to tabulate votes on Election Day. Before every election, the city clerk's office tests every individual voting machine to ensure they accurately count votes. This public test will take place at the public library on East Washington Avenue from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday and again on Monday. And 53 municipalities in Wisconsin are planning to use a new electronic polling system. It's called Badger Books. Now, rather than standing in lines at the polls based on last name, you can go to any line and get checked in and registered in a minute or less. And you might be wondering, how safe are these machines? Can my information get hacked or stolen? Wisconsin Election Commission officials say it's not likely because they don't connect to the internet.
When they do take the data from this at the end of the day, it's done on a secure memory stick. These are never connected to any other network.
Magny said these systems are also regularly scanned for viruses, and in case of a system crash, which Magny says hasn't happened yet to his knowledge, there are still paper polling books as a backup, and we have a list as to what municipalities will be using this new system at our website, channel3000.com.
State Democratic lawmakers have introduced a bill to raise the minimum wage to $15 over the next 5 years. Supporters say the current federal minimum wage of $7.25 is simply not enough for Wisconsin's workers. The bill would start by raising the minimum wage to $10 a year after it's passed. Then, after 5 years, it would be adjusted based on inflation. However, it is unlikely to pass with a Republican-controlled legislature. Well, we are learning more about a stabbing death in Oshkosh on Sunday afternoon. We now know the identity of the man who was killed. He is 67-year-old Jay Postal. He's a retired captain of the Oshkosh Police Department. He retired in 2008 after 32 years of service. A 28-year-old man was taken into custody for first-degree intentional homicide. His identity has not been released. Fire crews say a dog was killed in a reported home explosion this afternoon in northeastern Wisconsin. It happened in the village of Bellevue around 2:30. It took firefighters about 30 minutes to get the fire under control. Although one pet was killed, no people were injured, and investigators are now trying to figure out what caused it.
Special welcome home celebration today in Fond du Lac as one of the fire department's paramedics returns home. Sergeant Brett Hefty recently returned from an 8-month deployment in Afghanistan with the State National Guard. The department's welcome home celebration gave the city a chance to say thank you to Hefty for his service, and it gave Hefty the chance to say his own thanks to the firehouse that allowed him to serve.
The fire department really puts a lot into letting us go and do our jobs, and it's good because we have a skill set that makes it just unique on the battlefield. So it's particularly useful, and I'm glad that they let us go.
Hefty was part of a small unit battalion stationed on the outskirts of an Afghan National Army base where he worked alongside surgeons from across the globe.
Hyundai, the world's 5th largest car maker, says it is now suspending production lines at its car factories in South Korea, one of the first major manufacturers to face severe supply chain issues because of the coronavirus. The company relies on auto parts from China. This is video from outside of the new hospital in Wuhan, China. You can see long lines waiting to get in. There are now more than 420 confirmed deaths related to the coronavirus outbreak and more than 20,000 infections. The new travel rules meant to curb the spread of the coronavirus could impact study abroad and international students at UW-Madison. UW officials tell News 3 Now that despite having 11 study abroad programs in China, no students are in the country right now. None of those programs is based in Wuhan, the location of the largest outbreak of coronavirus. The university says there is no increased risk of the virus at the UW.
Well, still ahead tonight, we're nearing the start of the Major League Baseball spring training season. Some of the Brewers' gear now on its way to Arizona. Story next. Stay with us.
Get more help with your laundry at the laundry cleanup sale now at the Brothers Maine. Save time and money with the latest in laundry from Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana with 0% financing for up to 18 months. Get even more help with free delivery on washer-dryer pairs and our risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. That's why we're the More Store. It's the laundry cleanup sale with more selection, more savings, and more help with your laundry. Only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Badger 5 Double Jackpot Days. If a jackpot is won, there's a 1 in 2 chance that it doubles. This offer is included with every Badger 5 purchase, only in February. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
The Real. Authenticated luxury consignment. From Gucci, Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Rolex, Cartier, and hundreds more at up to 90% off retail. All authenticated by our experts. Shop authenticated luxury the sustainable way, only at The Real. Get 20% off select items with the code REAL. The Real.
Built for your next adventure, it's the 2020 Subaru Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller. With symmetrical all-wheel drive, the Crosstrek has vehicle dynamics control and EyeSight driver assist technology. Lease the Crosstrek Premium, $239 per month plus tax, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, no security deposit, $1939 due at signing. Get all-wheel drive plus MPG. The 2020 Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller Subaru, West on Odana or East Side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller.
Our big pet care sale is going on now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We're your animal experts with great deals on a massive selection of pet food, supplies, and more. Get an instant $10 Farm and Fleet gift card with every $50 you spend on Purina pet products. Assorted cans of 9 Lives cat food are $20 for just $8. Get $3 off all Blaine's Farm and Fleet dog food. And select dog treats and chews or buy one, get one free. Don't miss our big pet care sale going on now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Hi, folks. Hattie has her eyes on the next chance of snow in the coming days. She'll update your odds with the morning forecast.
And we'll have all the reaction to President Trump's State of the Union address and a preview of the Senate's vote in the impeachment trial.
See you at 4:30.
Tesla's stock is soaring today, continuing what has been a remarkable rally over the last several months. The company's shares rose as much as 20.5% today, trading as high as $940. That values Tesla at about $170 billion now. Over the past 2 days, Tesla's stock is up 40%. Toyota, now the only car maker in the world more valuable than Tesla. Meanwhile, Macy's stock continues to fall, down 33% over the last year. The store today announced that it'll eliminate about 2,000 corporate positions, close its Cincinnati headquarters, and shut down some 125 department store locations. Those stores that are closing are in what the company calls lower-tier malls. It'll happen within 3 years. However, they haven't said what stores specifically are closing. The company operates 680 stores now under the Macy's and Bloomingdale's nameplates.
Sephora is surviving, so much so the makeup chain is expanding. The company announced today it will open 100 new stores across 75 cities in North America this year. It is the largest single-year expansion ever. Once the expansion is complete, there will be 600 locations in North America. Wendy's says it is worth waking up for. Today, the fast food chain announced it will be serving breakfast nationwide starting in early March. One of the first menu items is the Breakfast Baconator, which features a fresh cracked egg, sausage patty, and 6 strips of bacon. Also on the menu, a Frosty Chino, or a honey butter chicken biscuit.
What do you think, Charlotte? Baconator for breakfast?
Of course,
there you
Baconator.
Go. More local news now. Madison's Hotel Week starts on Friday. According to the city's website, people can enjoy discounted rates of $75, $100, $125. Some of the best hotels in Madison. They say it's an opportunity for a little getaway this winter while exploring what the city has to offer. Participating hotels include the Edgewater, Hotel Red, Hilton Madison Monona Terrace, Hyatt Place Downtown, and many more. Madison Hotel Week will run from February 7th through the 17th. A new report says U.S. coastlines are shrinking as the sea level continues to rise at an accelerated rate. The Virginia Institute of Marine Science says it's happening at 25 of the country's tide gauging stations. The Gulf Coast is seeing the greatest impact, but the problem isn't isolated to just the U.S. Worldwide, the sea level has risen 8 inches since 1880. In Chicago, a lakeshore flood advisory is in effect through tomorrow morning. High winds along Lake Michigan causing big waves along the shore. You can see them nearly hitting traffic there along Lakeshore Drive.
And here's a little something to warm you up. A sign spring is right around the corner. The Milwaukee Brewers are packing up the equipment and heading to Arizona for spring training. First trucks left Milwaukee today. Included is 20,000 baseballs, 1,000 bats, 200 batting helmets, 60 cases of sunflower seeds, and 20 cases of chewing gum. Spring training begins February 22nd, and the season opener is on March 26th.
Chief meteorologist against the Cubs. Mary's always got to squeeze that in. Speaking of what's going on down there in Chicago with all that weather.
Yeah, a lot of wind along, with the lake levels being so high. I mean, you saw what happened in Milwaukee back in that storm in January. Same thing's happening in Chicago. So just something, that we have to keep in mind now when we have these high lake levels. Around here, we just have a little bit of light snow, but none of it is reaching the ground, at least as far as I can tell. But looking at surface reports, not seeing any of the major reporting stations showing any snow reaching the ground, and visibilities are at or above 10 miles. Things to know, 3 things to know in the forecast. Near normal temperatures expected for tomorrow. That means high temperatures upper 20s after seeing lows in the middle teens for tonight. Some light snow tomorrow night and Thursday. That could bring a couple of inches of accumulation, and now looks like it'll be more into southeastern Wisconsin. I think from Madison to the north and west, very little, if any, accumulation. And some light snow again possible on Sunday before a bigger storm system arrives into next week. The jet stream pattern in the Pacific Ocean still very, very active. Look at the impressive swirl in these storm systems as they head toward the Gulf of Alaska. But a lot of that energy over the next week to 10 days will start translating into much of North America, and our weather pattern will become more stormy with increasing chances for snow. Right now, the next weather system is kind of strung out. There's rain to the south, a little bit of light snow on the northern edge. The main part of the storm system is starting to develop back to the south and west. That's what will head northeastward for tomorrow night and Thursday, but we're just going to be on the northern fringes of it. Right now on future track, you can see intervals of clouds, intervals of clearing over the next 24 hours or so. Then here comes that snow, but now the computer models are keeping the bulk of it really to our south and east. So I've cut back on the snow totals in and around the Madison area, and maybe some 3 to 4 inch totals over Racine and Kenosha counties. That's about as close as any major snow accumulations are going to get. And then as we head into Friday, just a few flurries will be left over. Now, total snowfall, again, 1 to 3 inches, maybe from Milwaukee down toward perhaps Beloit, maybe an inch there, and then maybe a couple of inches in Lake Geneva. And then the 3 to 6 inch totals will be from Racine and Kenosha County down into the Chicago area. Now, another storm system for the middle of next week bears some watching. I showed you this at 6 o'clock. One of the longer range computer models indicating a narrow band of perhaps heavy snow somewhere here or nearby. But to the south, there's going to be a sharp cutoff because of warmer temperatures changing precipitation to sleet, freezing rain, and even rain. And the northern edge will be cut off by a lot of high pressure and colder air coming in from the north. The other longer range computer model shows a much broader area of snow, but the potential for several inches of accumulation. Again, this is the same time period from late Monday night or from late Tuesday night into Wednesday and perhaps Thursday. This computer model keeps the snow going a little bit longer into Tuesday or to Thursday, but still at this point it looks like several inches of snow certainly on the way for the middle part of next week. High temperatures over the next 10 days, you can see generally at or just slightly above average. For tomorrow, look for temperatures right at average with a high of 27 degrees and variably cloudy skies. Again, the snow totals for tomorrow night into Thursday morning or Thursday during the day, 1 to 3 inches, mainly well south and east of Dane County. 7 to 10 day forecast, you can see those snow chances. Again, tomorrow night into Thursday, again Sunday, and then the middle part of next week, and perhaps some light snow showers or flurries even lingering into Valentine's Day on Friday. So we'll keep an eye on that storm. Still a week out for the middle of next week.
So my youngest would like to know from you, there is a snowshoeing field trip on Friday. You think there's going to be enough snow for them to still
Well, what we have now, I think maybe a little bit on top of that, but not much more.
Okay.
So if they can do it now, they'll be okay.
Okay, good. That's all that the kids are talking about.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Eastern Conference Player of the Month having another big night, this time in the Big Easy. We'll have highlights from Giannis and company next in sports.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, where the action's really heating up.
Yeah, Jerry, let's go down to Tina and see what's happening.
Thanks, guys. We're here with Cheryl and Greg, and they just won the huge jackpot. What are you guys gonna do with all that cash?
We're gonna go to Fiji.
I'm gonna see my mom. Hi, Mom. They're going to visit Mom. Maybe they'll take her on vacation.
Oh, it looks like a great day for Cheryl and Greg.
Hey, I wish I could join them.
Gaming Madison.
In all of Madison, there's no place like Wicked.
Oh, if you can't find me, look to the western sky.
Wicked, the untold true story of the Witches of Oz, flies back to Overture Center March 11th through the 29th. Don't miss the show NBC Nightly News calls the most successful Broadway show ever. Visit overture.org to get Wicked.
Do you get confused by wireless network claims? I don't blame you. The most reliable, the most awarded, the best, the fastest, the best and the fastest. It's too much. Sprint is doing things differently. They're offering a 100% total satisfaction guarantee. I mean, I think Sprint's network and savings are great, but don't just take my word for it. Try out the network and see the savings for yourself. Switch and get both an unlimited plan and the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus included for just $35 a month.
When being sick isn't as bad as
not knowing why you're sick.
When questions lead to confusion.
And angst and anxiety. When it feels like there's a tiger chasing you into the darkness.
And all you want is a little light.
A little hope.
This is when you need the best of the best. Doctors who don't just perform cutting-edge procedures and treatments. Doctors who invent them. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Let's see. Why do professional builders and remodelers choose Nonn's? Looks to be reason number 245. Wow. Maybe it's that Nonn's takes care of just about everything. Oof. Yeah. That might not be the case when you shop online. So, why should you choose Nonn's? Well, isn't it obvious? Nonn's. Kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Here's the America I know, a country that puts working together ahead of standing apart, where we find common ground to expand health care and build a stronger, fairer economy and save our planet. I'm a problem solver. I build teams. I nurture good ideas. I hold myself accountable for results. It's how I led a complex, diverse city, and it's how I'll unite and lead this country.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo named Eastern Conference Player of the Month for January. That's an honor he's earned for every month this season. The Bucks in New Orleans tonight in a battle that we'll call, I like this a little bit better, the Kringle versus the King Cake. Cool. I'm not that funny. It's fine. Giannis averaging 29 points, 13 rebounds, getting close to Kareem's numbers. We pick it up in the second half. Bucks up 13. Memorial's own Wesley Matthews, 4-3. One of his 5 in the game, 17 total points. Giannis later driving. He's got the bucket. Greek Freak with a game-high 34 points, 17 rebounds. Then, get used to seeing this. Pat Connaughton just warming up. Eric Franke likes it for the All-Star Dunk Contest next weekend. Just just a little preview of what he's going to do. Bucks win 120-108. They are 43-7. Whew. Badger North girls basketball action. Middleton hosting Madison La Follette. We start in the second half. Middleton's Evie Coleman driving baseline, kicks it out to McKenna Minogue for the deep three. Cardinals, they're up big at this point. Later on, Middleton adding to their lead. Josie Lemarand up to Coleman for the three ball, and Middleton getting the big win, 66-29, the final score. Division II girls basketball now. Wanakee hosting third-ranked DeForest. First half DeForest, Megan Mickelson with the pick, and then the pop from downtown. Norski's up early by 6 points. Then later on, Wanakee's Elena Meyer driving to the bucket, kicks it out to Brooke Ale for the three, and the foul. Warriors take the lead. Then DeForest with the ball movement, and they find Alyssa Laufenberg, who gets the friendly bounce there on the three. DeForest wins 67-52. Well, it's been 6 years since the Badgers have lost a game at Williams Arena, aka the Barn in Minneapolis. The Golden Gophers are slightly above average overall with an 11-10 record, and just below average in the Big Ten at 5-6. And the Badgers are just a little bit better than that, but they are coming off of that big win over Michigan State. And the veterans on the team say just because it's the border battle on the road doesn't make it any more difficult to play at than any other Big Ten court.
There's going to be a lot of boos for him and Nate, especially two guys that are coming from there, and they play a lot of minutes.
It's tough, but I mean, I've been there enough times now to where it's not. I mean, it's every place on the road is tough. You know, it's the nature of the Big Ten, it's the nature of college basketball, but it's really just about, you know, taking the reps the day before, you know, that focus and getting ready for the game.
Very active night in Major League Baseball. According to ESPN, the Dodgers have agreed to a deal with the Red Sox, sending Mookie Betts and David Price to L.A. The trade will also send Kenta Maeda from the Dodgers to the Twins. Minnesota giving Brusdar Graterol to Boston. And the Dodgers busy tonight. They also send Jock Peterson to the Angels for Luis Rengifo. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
So my son says to me, Mom, did you switch your Medicare plan yet? And I say, yes, Robert. Dad and I signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan through Senior Preferred. And he says, Senior Preferred? And I say, yes, Senior Preferred. They give us access to the doctors we want and the drug benefits we need. And he says, that's nice. So how is Dad doing? And I say, your father is fine. My living room, on the other hand.
Senior Preferred. Medicare Advantage plans built for you.
Auto Show concept cars are great, especially when affordability is part of the concept. Announcing Auto Show savings time at your local Ford dealer. Now get great deals on Explorer, Escape, Fusion, F-150, and more. Every Ford is proudly built with tomorrow's technology today, all with huge savings. Now that's a great concept. Now get 0 for 72 financing on a Ford F-150 or lease one for just $239 a month during Auto Show time at your local Ford dealer.
Find your style at Menards with 11% off Patriot Lighting.
Or you could add stylish storage with 11% off all Dakota shelving.
Insulate and save big on energy costs, plus get 11% off.
Create your dream Clearview kitchen with 11% off.
You'll be floored by our vinyl plank flooring. Get 11% off all of it.
Whatever you're working on, you'll get 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At SHOPKO Optical, your eyes are everything to us too. Which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're SHOPKO Optical. You'll see.
See the elephants, tigers, dogs, and all the fun to be had at the Shrine Circus. Enjoy the magnificent elephants while you still can and make memories for a lifetime. Bring the family one and all to the Shrine Circus.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by the Wisconsin Lottery, reminding you to please play responsibly.
Gary's back as we all look forward to baseball season.
How many days? Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the forecast overnight into tomorrow. Start out tomorrow, mid-teens, high temperatures tomorrow, upper 20s with variably cloudy skies. Some light snow tomorrow night into Thursday, maybe 1 to 3 inches south and east of Dane County now, a couple more inches out toward Lake Michigan. Then that 7 to 10 day forecast, another chance for some light snow Sunday, and then we'll have to watch a storm Tuesday night into Wednesday and Thursday of next week, and some light snow perhaps lingering into Valentine's Day on Friday as well.
Okay, Gary, thank you. And thanks for joining us tonight for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
When we talk about equal opportunity, we're talking about accessibility, of opportunity, and of sharing in the quality of life. Barriers to both can often be exacerbated by disabilities, but in the vast majority, if not all of those cases, those barriers can be removed. The UW-Madison School of Pharmacy is taking an innovative and forward-thinking approach to this issue with a student-led program to train caregivers for patients with Alzheimer's disease. These caregivers are among the 1 in 5 adults in the United States providing unpaid assistance to other older adults. Many times, these caregivers have no training and are unprepared for the challenges they face. The collaborative UW student endeavor helps caregivers take care of their loved ones, but also take care of themselves. We love this idea, and thanks to the pharmacy students who came up with it.